If you're following Depp vs. Heard, you're probably watching this trial, and I've been watching this clip for a little while and I had to feature it because Ben Chu gets really happy about something. It's a great sign. We're going to get into it, but first let's see the clip.
Just in my head instantly think of Kate Moss and the stairs, and I swung at him. In all of my relationship to date with Johnny, I hadn't landed a blow.
So right here, you could see his face get really happy.
In the stairs, and I.
So the reason is, now that Amber mentioned Kate Moss, now Ben Chu and Johnny's lawyers can actually call her in if possible, and they can also now talk in more detail about Johnny's past relationships. They did mention at first that he was never accused of abuse, but they haven't actually brought up the relationships in detail. So let's see what some people are saying about this. And if you're worried about the case, like I kind of am, this is a good sign. This comment right here seems about right. Miss Heard opened the door to talk about past relationships. Depp can now ask Moss, his ex, to testify, but Team Depp can also ask AH about her past exes, like when she was arrested for domestic abuse. Let's hope that happens. As somebody who's not a lawyer, I don't know much about court rules. I find it really actually insane that they can't just keep bringing that up over and over and over. It's really important. She has an abuse record from 2009. She was arrested, and that should be out in the open, point blank, as a main thing. But it looks like now they can open that floodgate, and I'm praying that works out. I just still think there's enough people out there who can't get over the fact that Amber's a woman and Johnny's a man, and the woman can be the abuser. It's almost like society just doesn't quite feel ready for it, but obviously the facts are on Johnny's side, so hopefully people will have a turning point in their thought process. Like this person here didn't know about it. Wait, so Amber Heard has been arrested in the past for domestic abuse? Why hasn't that been used as evidence to demonstrate a record of behavior? She's already admitted to hitting him in an audio recording. What the F? If she was a guy, it would be open and closed within days. Yep, people have been saying, well, what if the shoes were on the other foot? Well, seems like it would be a pretty quick, cut and dry case. And Lucy's comment here is pretty good too. Because it's a defamation trial where only evidence surrounding the case is discussed, and even only then certain evidence is relevant until someone brings in others with their testimony, as Amber did, it has nothing to do with protecting women. So good point. And people seem to forget, and we don't really want it to be all about defamation. We want to prove this abuse and just win the case on that because there's so much there. But the fact is, it's ultimately about defamation, which isn't directly about each part of the abuse claims, and it doesn't have to cover the full spectrum of abuse to actually get to that defamation point. But even then, Ben Chu brought up the great point that the defamation doesn't have to, by law in Virginia, name Johnny by name. So Lisa also says, to my understanding, after H witnesses are all done, Depp get to put in more evidence/witness as long as it is connected to what was said under Amber Heard witnesses. And on that note, what Judge Penny said was they've both got 25 hours to keep presenting their case. Johnny could use that time and bring it all out. Amber, I don't know what she could do with that time. She could talk like a chicken without a head and just, go around and do crazy stuff on the stand or whatever else she does. Can't imagine, but Johnny could use all that time. Anyway, I just found this to be a really great moment in the case when Ben just kind of like lights up like that. It gives you some hope because, let's face it, a lot of us are on pins and needles, just really nervous. I can only imagine when the verdict comes down, it's almost like I can't even hear it. I think I have to hear it like third party. I just can't even take it, just to be brutally honest. It's going to be rough. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think down below. Doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. Obviously, doing Depp vs. Heard, pop culture. And if you're not subscribed and you don't subscribe, I guess I'll be sad. But I'll get over it. We're done here for now. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time.